Boring businesses make a lot of money. So now this is a very common phrase that I keep hearing, either in my comment section, and it is very, a lot of people do this when, especially if that business has continued to made money in the past. Let's say an X stock has made a lot of money in the past, has done a lot of generational, it has created a generational wealth, and let's say right now the business is not performing as it used to, right? And when you criticize the numbers, you usually see like, "Arey, ye to boring business, it continues to make money, I trust this business and everything." I think it also stems from the fact that, like when somebody that, when somebody, let's say a great investor, makes some statement, we try to not look at the meaning behind the statement, on what situation that statement was made, right? On what context that statement was made. And whenever that statement is there, you just try to extrapolate it into every situation of our life, right? Like, one example, I think it was Warren Buffett who told that boring business made money. But when he told boring business made money, it meant what? Like, example, let's say, when we go shopping in our day-to-day lives, we come across many products, right? We come across probably your washing detergent ka product, aapka khane ka product, aapka chaddi baniyan, but since we use it so many times, we come across, we are able to see it, touch it, feel it, our sensory organs are, are able to do the work for us. We try to, be complacent with that. We try to ignore it. Like, it just goes right under our nose. We don't take it seriously because, we see it every day. That is one of the biases that I think he was trying to tell. On the other hand, also, when we come to the, I think I've always seen this, when you come to the share market and everything, there is this complex need to, inherently chase after the models that are very complex, because, it is intellectually stimulating. Like, log aate hai and, solar, wind energy ke bare mein padhna chalu karte hai, and uske probably they have not worked in that industry. They don't know nothing. They have never used that product. They basically want to do it because it is intellectually stimulating, क्योंकि वो इतना कॉम्प्लेक्स है, you feel good कि like, अरे मैं तो कॉम्प्लेक्स चीज़ें पढ़ रहा हूँ. And I think it's also because, हम लोग throughout our educations or curriculums that we've had in our life, through the formal education, we are always made to believe कि like, complex चीज़ जो है, if you solve it, you're great. So I think that is also a factor that comes over here, and we tend to miss out on the easy things that, our day-to-day life में जो हम देखते हैं ना, it goes right under our nose. That is what it meant. Now, what people like to do is they don't take this case into consideration, and what they do is, वो क्या करते हैं, let's say एक फेलिंग बिजनेस मॉडल है, ठीक है, मतलब वहाँ पे कुछ अच्छा नहीं चल रहा है, ठीक है, सेल्स घट रहा है, प्रॉफिट इज नॉट देयर, ऑपरेटिंग डीलेवरेज हो रहा है, आरओई घटता जा रहा है, एवरीथिंग, डिमांड इज नॉट गुड, एवरी बैड थिंग्स दैट यू कैन थिंक, 1 or maybe 10 bad things that happen is happening in that business. But since the fact it has made a lot of generational wealth, right, or it's something that you've probably missed out an opportunity to make wealth on that, people try to extrapolate this one situation कि like, अरे ये तो boring है. I'll give you an example over here. See, let's say for example Asian Paints, Nestle, all these FMCG stocks that are there, right? It made a lot of money, right? And उसका business model भी देखो very boring ही है, right? It is, right? It's very easy to understand also. But having said that, did it make money because it was boring? No, it made money because उसका सारा पैरामीटर्स अगर आप बिजनेस को जज करते हो इन टर्म्स ऑफ इन्वेस्टिंग, राइट, इट मेड सेंस, राइट? अगर आप देखते हो एशियन पेंट्स वाज ग्रोइंग नॉर्थ ऑफ 20%. अगर आप उसका वॉल्यूम ग्रोथ देखते हो, इट वाज अ मार्केट लीडर इन दैट स्पेस. इट वाज अगर आप सारा कंपनीज का देखते हो, एशियन, बर्जर, कांसा, नेरोलैक एंड एवरीथिंग, इट वाज लाइक चीता इन दैट स्पेस. एंड मनी चेसेस द चीता इन अ सेक्टर, राइट? अगर आप नेस्ले का देखते हो, ब्रिटानिया का देखते हो, एट दैट टाइम दे वर अ स्मॉल कंपनी, दे स्टार्टेड देयर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, दे उसका वॉल्यूम ग्रोथ आ रहा था because they were doing massive, in terms of distribution and everything, right? But that was the reason it made money, not because वो एक boring business model था. Now when now the situation has changed, when you see कि like all of these companies that are there, right, इनका अगर आप देखते हो sales growth कम हो रहा है, operating leverage नहीं है, a lot of problems that come in this business model. But if you continue to tell these things कि like अरे ये तो boring है, but it will inherently make money क्योंकि ये तो past में बनाया था, किसी investor ने बोला था कि like boring business model money बनता है, you are bound to lose money over there, absolutely. And there is nobody can help you, only God only can help you over here. That's it, right? Because you have to go away from that mindset कि like boring business है इसलिए no. It made money because there were a lot of parameters that went into it, to make money. Now that situation is changed. all it is not कि like boring, you know, inherently कि like it is not necessary कि like सारा boring businesses जो है पैसा बनाएगा. सारा businesses पैसा बनाता है, but ultimately there needs to be sales growth, there needs to be all the parameters working together. Now out of this there could be some, you know, that are very boring, that are very easy to understand, they make money, right? All boring businesses don't make money. Understand this, right? Just because a business is boring doesn't mean it is bound to make you or me money. It has to perform. It has to perform every single time when it comes, you know, the results come, it has to perform for you and I as shareholder in that business to make money.